Servus Männer, it's Red Pill Germany again. On this wonderful evening, I want to tell you a little bit about what the situation in Germany is about concerning the AfD and how the other political parties are really running scared at the moment. I read an article that in regional parliaments or in regional councils, city councils, etc., or district councils, the AfD is already actually working together with the other political parties in order to organize majorities on certain issues. And that actually is not something that is totally uncommon for our decentralized federal system in Germany. So multiple parties work together on the communal or on the regional, on the district level, not of course on the state level or on the national level. But the AfD, as you all know, is a little bit of a special case. So the SPD and the CDU, the Social Democrats, and the former Christian Conservative Party, Angela Merkel's Kack Party, they have agreements, or they actually had on a party assembly, on a meeting on the national level, they voted for an agreement that their party would not work together with the AfD. So that means if some mayor, let's say, or some SPD faction in a district council somewhere would work together with the AfD in order to organize a majority on a current issue, they would get in trouble with their party leadership. And this is actually happening right now. So let's, for example, say next week there is a vote on whether or not a new supermarket should be built in a village or something, and the council must agree on that or something, or a factory is being built, or a new parking lot, or whatever you have, right? And then the Green Party might disagree for environmental reasons or something, but the Social Democrats and the CDU, they really want that because it's more tax revenue or it's new jobs for the community, what have you. And they're not sure if they're going to pass the vote, or if their motion would win in the election or in the vote that they have in the council. And then they approach somebody from the AfD and they kindly ask him to vote for their suggestion, or to vote for the new parking lot, the new supermarket, what have you. And that already is big news in Germany, and that already tells you how absolutely scared the other parties are. And I actually say this is not an irrational fear. They are correct, actually, because I will tell you about the mechanism that the AfD will be normalized in Germany. You must imagine that the people in a village or in a district who sit together in a city council or in a mayor's office, what have you, they know each other sometimes since childhood. They went to school with each other. They played football with each other, and they're in several clubs. If you want to be mayor in a German village, you have to be in 4 or 5 clubs at least. So after hours on the weekend, a little side note here, German pastimes are normally organized in clubs, and Germans usually are members in several clubs. Not everyone, of course, but it's pretty usual here. And if you want to be a mayor, you have to be active in these clubs, otherwise you will not be mayor. And let's just say a certain person from the CDU and a person from the AfD on the issues, they will probably not be that far apart. So their political leanings might be very, very similar, actually. And now they have this decision, or this rule from their national party leadership, that they must never work together, collaborate on any issues. That is absolutely crazy, and it's just a matter of time before that rule will be broken, because the politicians on the local level, on the district, on the town level, they will decide for the good of the people of the town, and not just say, oh, this is the right thing to do, but we can't do it because the AfD guy is needed for that decision. Yeah, so this is a mechanism how the AfD will actually collaborate with the other parties as they get more votes, as they are filling the chairs in more and more of these district councils and these regional parliaments that we have in Germany. Not just the state parliaments, but there are also other regional parliaments, and there they work together, of course, with the other parties. Because, as I said, the people know each other and they're probably friends in their private lives. So, the party leadership of the SPD and the CDU, they have actually a good reason to be scared, because once people will see that the world doesn't end when you work together with an AfD member, then they just become normalized. People stop being afraid of them, and all these horror stories you hear, nobody will care anymore. It's very similar with Trump. People thought that the world will end when Trump becomes president, and here we are. And I think, or many people are even convinced, who weren't convinced before, that he did a much better job than Clinton would have done. So this is a little bit of the same phenomenon that we will see. The AfD will be in more parliaments, they will have more influence, and of course people on the regional level first will work together with them. And from these experiences, the collaboration with the AfD will be normalized, and sooner or later there will be a coalition between the CDU and the AfD somewhere. Because in many states, the members, the people of these parties, they are not far apart on the issues. They actually have a lot of common ground. There is much more common ground between the AfD and the CDU on the issues than between the SPD and the CDU. And they had a coalition for a very long time now, this grand coalition that everybody hates. So this is big news now in Germany. You can read it at the newspaper Die Zeit. Scandal. People are working together with the AfD, and the heads of the parties, they are now actually asking their regional members to clarify and to not do that in the future anymore. And these drastic, hectic, and very authoritarian reactions will probably only accelerate this. Okay, so I just wanted to get this point across. We already see some collaboration of various parties on the regional level. This is how it will start, and it will only normalize the relationship between the AfD and the other parties. And sooner or later they will work together on higher levels, so the state level and maybe on the federal level also. This is at least my prediction, and we will see for how long the other parties can keep this very questionable form of party discipline in not collaborating at all, stubbornly refusing to work together with any AfD member on any issues. And if it's only the construction of a new parking lot or a new supermarket in some village somewhere. All right, so that was it from my side. The sun is going down at the moment over Japan. Very beautiful pictures. I hope you could enjoy this video a little bit, and be safe wherever you are, and catch you guys again later. Servus, Kameraden.